In this tutorial, you will learn how to easily apply your vinyl decal to your balloon, whether it's a latex topper or a foil topper. Stay tuned. So you will go ahead and print your design after you have designed it in your preferred program. I like to use the Silhouette program. Okay, once you have printed out your letters on your preferred color, you're going to go ahead and weed your vinyl. Stay to the very end of this tutorial to hear a valuable tip. Once you have inflated your balloon topper, so in this case I have a 36-inch balloon topper. You can do 26-inch, whatever you choose. But what I typically do, depending on the size of the balloon, I measure the area that I want to go ahead and place the vinyl. And I'm using a glossy vinyl. So I have decided that I wanted to do a 12 by 8. So I'm going 12 inches across, okay? Now keep in mind, if you buy the vinyl by the sheets, you can get them by 12 by 12, or you can get the continuous roll. So I'm doing 12 across, and I know I don't want to do more than 8 inches down. That is going to be the size of my print area. So I will use that number in my software. So I'm using the Silhouette software to cut my vinyl and to design and cut my vinyl. Okay, so again, I'm using the Silhouette to cut the vinyl, and I'm using the Silhouette software to design it. Now, if you're using Cricut, you can also use the Silhouette program to design it, but then you would obviously use your Cricut machine to cut it. So I've already gone ahead and printed out the area, printed out my text to personalize this balloon. I'm sorry. So then you're going to go ahead and use your clear transfer tape. Okay, that is going to be of your choice. If you don't have clear transfer tape, you can always use that blue painter's tape will work, or a masking tape, but I like to have clear so I can see. So once you go ahead and print your vinyl and place your transfer tape over top, you'll go ahead and squeegee it. And before you do the transfer tape, obviously you have to do all your weeding, okay? So then once you do the transfer tape over top of your vinyl, I'm gonna take my backing off here. You're gonna go ahead and peel so that your vinyl letters stick to the transfer tape, okay? So don't do this really fast, because sometimes the letters will be still stuck to the backing. Okay, so take your time with this. All right, and so then once you have that done, you're going to go ahead and place it over your balloon. Now, it's up to you whether or not you want to place this on the balloon before you go on location. Now note, if you place this on your latex balloon before you go on location and in transport, if this should pop, then you better have another more vinyl with your letters already cut and weeded, okay? Or if you prefer, you can just wait till you place this topper on top of your column, if you're placing it on a column, and then go ahead and get your ladder, stand up, and put this on the balloon. Now, if you decide to do this beforehand, make sure you do not place this too high up on the balloon, okay? Make sure it's low enough that when you place this on, because remember, this is going to be where we place our tying point, and then this is going to be, you have to consider that, this is going to be where people see, okay? So don't do it too high. Once you place this topper on and then put the transfer tape on the balloon, you can visually see. But if you're doing it beforehand, just don't do it all the way up here. It's too high, okay? So you got to kind of figure out like where the middle of it is. And so given that I'm doing this and trying to show you, it's a little challenging, but I'm going to guesstimate that it's about right here, okay? So place that on, place it, I normally place it on the center, and then press it so there's no wrinkles in my vinyl, okay? So you just press it on It's really very simple. It's not that difficult. And then you're gonna go ahead and lift this up. Just like when you pulled it off of that backing, don't do this quick because it might be still stuck to the transfer tape. So then you just easily pull it back. Make sure it's stuck to the latex though. I'm gonna pull this piece here. And now sometimes to help you, you can cut little slits also in your transfer tape, but I didn't do that for this. All right, it's really that easy to apply your vinyl decal onto your latex. And you can also do this on your mylar, your foil toppers. Same process, okay? And then once you've done that, your balloon will have been personalized. Now this is like a low tack transfer tape so that I can easily pull it off. And there you go. You have a personalized balloon topper. It's easier than 1, 2, 3. All right, happy ballooning. Bye, y'all. I have a quick tip for you. If by chance you need to remove this for some reason, then you can use a painter's tape, apply it over the lettering, and peel it off. So I just took off the word week. As you will see here, it comes right off. So I'll show you that. If by chance you put it on, it's not straight, or you realize you put it on the wrong topper, the wrong color, whatever the reason may be, you can take it right back off. Now I'm using an Oracle 651, which is a permanent vinyl, but because it hasn't been on here long, I can remove it. I'm gonna do this in 2 different pieces. So I'm gonna do this on Experience. Now these words here are kind of tall rather than the tape. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double this up. Okay, just like that. Okay. So you just simply press. So once you have that down, just go ahead and start to peel the tape back. And you'll see, I'm gonna move you a little closer so you can see close up what I'm doing. I'm just pulling it right off. Now try your best to try to not wrinkle these letters, because if you're going to reuse it, or if you're prepared and you've already had an extra one printed, you can just start over. But I believe in trying to not waste supplies. So okay, this word is almost up. Come on. You gotta have some patience, okay? So that's another thing. Have some patience. And it came off, okay? So then I can just place this back on the next balloon, okay? Now, just make sure all your letters are where they're supposed to be, okay? So that when you go ahead and place this back down, your letters are not wrinkled, all right? So that was just a quick tip that you can remove this if you do it right away. Again, I used the Oracle 651. It's up to you which vinyl you use. That just so happens to be one of my favorites. All right. Again, happy ballooning. Thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing. Bye, y'all.